not a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Now, many of you have seen Shakespeare done very much like this. O Titus, bring your friend hither.
In Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams first felt awkward playing John Keating until director Peter Weir told him to improvise. Williams chose to teach Shakespeare and acted it out as Marlon Brando and John Wayne. The moment was so funny and natural that it made it into the movie and helped Williams fully settle into the role.
Well, Shakespeare can be different. Friends, Romans, countrymen, let me rest.
Maybe one day you'll give me a name.
4 is a name?
So is Gary.
In Superman, Alan Tudyk revealed that the robot's name Gary was never in the script. He made it up while filming. He asked why his character was called Robot 4 and said, "I'd like a name." Director James Gunn went with it, and the name stayed in the final cut.
Maybe one day you'll give me a name.
4 is a name?
So is Gary.
I just made the movie.
I smelled your shit for 22 years. Now you can't smell mine for 5 minutes.
In Friday, the cast revealed that most of the lines in the movie weren't scripted. Ice Cube claimed they improvised about 35% of the film, while Big Worm said he didn't use the script at all.
You need some young meat. Mr. Parker ain't in there right, man.
In Pineapple Express, James Franco's hilarious line in the scene was actually improvised by Seth Rogen. Franco first told him it wasn't funny, but ended up using it in the very next take.
Okay. Smell it. It's like God's
Oh.
In Logan, Patrick Stewart revealed that much of the dinner table scene, where Logan and Professor X talk with the family about the mutant school, was improvised at director's request after they first filmed the scripted version.
He was there too.
I got kicked out a few times.
I wish I could say you were a good pupil, but the words would choke me.
In summer school, the dog unexpectedly joined the kiss scene on the beach, and it was so perfect the filmmakers decided to keep it in the final cut. In Zombieland, Bill Murray originally had no lines after his character is accidentally shot. The now iconic Garfield line was completely improvised by Murray on the spot, making the scene even funnier.
So do you have any regrets?
Garfield, maybe?
In Mean Girls, when Katie walks in on Gretchen and Jason kissing in the bathroom, actress Lacey Chabert improvised by slapping Jason across the face, and it was a real slap. In Scary Movie 3, Kevin Hart's sudden jump into Simon Rex's arms was completely improvised, and the first time he did it, the whole cast and crew couldn't stop laughing.
What's good with you, B? What's good with you, B? What's really good, baby? Huh? What's good with you, man?
In The Fisher King, the awkward double date scene with Robin Williams was mostly improvised. Williams even surprised everyone by suddenly breaking into song. His playful, heartfelt energy turned the moment into one of the film's most genuine and memorable scenes.
He has eyes that men adore so, and a torso even more so. Oh, Lydia, say, have you met Lydia?
In The Truman Show, Truman's famous catchphrase wasn't in the script. Jim Carrey came up with it himself, and the crew loved it so much they kept it in.
Good morning!
Morning!
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Writer Andrew Niccol later revealed that the original ending line was very different. "You never had a camera in my head."
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
In Snatch, Lenny James accidentally hit himself in the groin with a shotgun while blasting a hole in the wall during the bookie scene, but he stayed in character and kept going, and that take made it into the final film.
This is starting to hurt, Sullivan!
In Forrest Gump, during the scene where Bubba introduces himself, Tom Hanks improvised his iconic response by simply repeating Bubba.
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, at World's End, during Mr. Gibbs's wake-up scene, the crew decided to prank actor Kevin McNally by using real slop instead of props to make the moment feel authentic. Caught completely off guard, McNally accidentally swallowed some of it and ended up vomiting right after the take.
Any particular reason why my ship is gone?
The ship? We're on the ship.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
In Rush Hour, Chris Tucker improvised much of his dialogue, as he often does. During the scene where Detective Carter bribed Stuckey for information, Tucker and John Hawkes went so off script that director Brett Ratner later said it was almost impossible to edit their banter into a coherent conversation.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
For $45, I don't know his name.
For $45, you better tell me something.
I don't know nothing for $45.
In Office Space, David Herman improvised calling the singer Michael Bolton an ass clown, a term he borrowed from his girlfriend the night before. The line replaced a harsher one that got rejected, and ended up becoming one of the movie's most quoted insults.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that name.
There was nothing wrong with it until I was about 12 years old, and that no-talent ass clown became famous and started winning Grammys.
You talking to me?
In Taxi Driver, the iconic "You Talkin' to Me" scene was completely improvised by Robert De Niro. The script only said that Travis should look at himself in the mirror and maybe talk to himself, but De Niro turned it into one of cinema's most famous moments by adapting a stand-up routine he'd once seen in a New York comedy club.
You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. Who the f*** do you think you're talking to?
Though not a blooper during the filming of 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen nailed a scene in just one take, leaving the entire crew, especially the actress, completely shocked. In Shaun of the Dead, during the pub scene where Ed insults everyone at the bar, Nick Frost actually improvised all those lines. Director Edgar Wright kept pushing him to go even further each time, perfectly fitting the film's dark comedy tone.
Suicidal maniac. She's an ex-porn star. She's done it all.
In Seven Samurai, during a scene where a mounted bandit rides through town attacking villagers, one extra was accidentally knocked down hard by the horse. The fall looked so real that the filmmakers decided to keep it in the final cut. In the Muppet movie, Kermit's line was completely ad-libbed by Jim Henson after a real paper airplane accidentally got stuck in Sam's wing. The unscripted moment was so funny they kept it in the film.
I certainly hope so, Sam. Sorry about that.
You're not a doctor. You're a big, fat, curly-headed
In Step Brothers, one of the funniest scenes is the bedtime argument, where Farrell and John C. Reilly start throwing silly insults at each other. None of it was written in the script. They were just improvising, and it perfectly shows how much their characters can't stand each other.
The only reason you're living here is because me and my dad decided that your mom was really hot, and maybe we should just both bang her.
In Crocodile Dundee, the crocodile wasn't real. During the scene where Sue was attacked, she was never in any danger. It was actually a $45,000 mechanical croc. Hogan wanted to use a real one for close-ups, but it just wasn't possible. In The Hitcher, Thomas Howell's fear was completely real when Rutger Hauer held a knife near his eye. Hauer had improvised both the line and the knife's position.
You got any idea how much blood jets out of a guy's neck when his throat's been slit?